G'day all, Barry Leonard Foy here, introducing Chris Miller for episode 20 of Dropout Entertainment's Quarantine Series. Here he is. G'day Chris, how are you today?
Good, Barry. How yourself?
Yeah, good. Welcome aboard and happy to see you.
You too,
It's been
mate.
a long time.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, and also we have our very own Jesse Reed. Hey Jesse.
Good to see you guys.
Right, so we've got Chris here from Australia, giving us some songs. He had to get up fairly early this morning, so I hope your vocals can stand up to the pressure here, Chris.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's for sure. That should be interesting.
I think so. Just don't wake the neighbours.
Now the neighbours usually get some long night entertainment. So
very good. Well, do you want to hit us up with the song first up, mate, and we'll hear what you're about, and then we'll have a few questions.
No problem at all.
Thank you very much. The stage is yours, buddy.
I see the way you shine. I take my head out here and look me in my eyes. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And I like your style. No, you make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance one more time. So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, make you do it all again. I say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my head, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And now I beg to see you dance one more time.
Can't hear anything? Can you guys see everything? You hear me fine? Cool.
I say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hand, my dear, and look me in my eyes. And just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And now I beg to see you dance one more time. Oh, I see you every time. And I like your style. Make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance one more time. I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, make you do it all again. I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. Never seen anybody do the things you do before.
Wow, that was an incredible rendition of that song.
Thank you.
That was awesome. So, Chris, I see you got a great setup there, mate. It looks like you're not a bit of a stranger to streaming music.
No, not at all. No. So I've been streaming on Twitch for Twitch.tv for about 2 years, doing music and performance, and taking it seriously probably for the last 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, I viewed one of those while I was at work. I thought it was really cool before I moved over here. So just to catch everyone up who happens to have joined in, Chris Miller's an Australian, lives in a city called Albury. He's given up his time at 8 o'clock in the morning to be here with us. So thank you again, Chris. And so he's definitely not a stranger to this, and his sound is absolutely phenomenal on streaming. It's really good.
Yeah, so basically all I'm running it through is just my obviously you can hear a loop pedal going on there, so we can loop some things up and play back over the top of it. I've got a vocal harmonizer and an octave pedal as well, so I can lay some bass tracks. But that's all feeding straight through into an interface that's just plugged into my computer, so that's delivering all the sound with no latency.
We're gonna have to get you to write out a chart so I can give this to all the other musicians that are coming on, because Barry's right. This sounds really incredible, and it seems like you got your shit figured out, which is amazing.
There's obviously a couple of different ways you can do it. That's probably one of the easiest. You can run it a lot of mixers themselves as well are actually a USB interface as well. So that means that you can just plug straight from your mixer straight to your computer, and your computer will pick that up and deliver that through in stereo sound as well. So rather than having it just on your phone and hearing the sound from your phone, which can be obviously you want as high quality as you can, because obviously there's more people out there streaming now and a lot more competition, and obviously people will always favor the quality that sounds better and looks better. So it's always very important to try and get that.
Yes, we have one comment. Incredible energy. Incredible energy. Very good, except for the one that didn't have sound for some reason. But anyway.
Yeah, I stopped for a second. I was like, uh-oh.
She got it working now there.
Yes, awesome, great.
Also, hi to Julie and Christina and everybody else watching right now. What other kind of music are you going to be playing for us?
I'm going to play a couple of originals as well. I've got one original up next that I haven't released yet. That's going to be the next one in the studio. Then we're going to do a little bit of Kings of Leon, and then we're going to do a couple more originals as well, just to sort of, bit of pop, bit of funk, bit of some fun stuff. That's for sure.
Nice.
So this is the first time the original's played.
"Woman Like Me" is the song that I'm going to play, but that's a song that I haven't released or recorded yet. I play it on Twitch every now and again when it's requested.
Oh, cool.
It's definitely going to be the next one that I'll be recording. That's for sure. I have some good fun with this one.
All right. Well, would you like to play it now then?
Yeah, we can fire it off.
Fantastic.
Girl with piercing blue eyes Dark martins on her feet and leather thighs. I couldn't this girl dance like a club queen. I'd want her home, roll around in the sheets. Come on, mama, come home with me. She'll never spend a night with a man like me. No. Said, boy, don't get confused. Just cause I'm dancing like this doesn't mean that I want you. I'm too wild to handle, too wild to tame. I would wake in the morning and I'd remember your name. Come on, boy, forget about me. You don't stand a chance with a woman like me. No. Mama, I know the way that I feel, watching you dance around with that sex appeal. I can handle more than you believe. Yeah, come on, mama, come on, leave me. Come on, boy, I don't believe that you're gonna make a real woman out of me. No.
Oh, we didn't come back in too early.
Right on. So that's the newest one you got there, then, eh?
Yeah, that's the new one. That's that probably won't get released for a while. There's still a few little things that I want to muck around with that and adjust a little bit more. And as musicians that you do, you're constantly critiquing yourself. So there's just a few things I want to make a little bit different to that.
What's your recording process like? What'll be the game plan for when you do go to record this one?
So typically I just perform the song 100 times basically on Twitch, like throughout, and get a little bit of practice on it and having some fun with it. And then normally I sort of give that to my producer, who then has 1 or 2 listens and then doesn't listen to it anymore after that. And the reason he does that is because when I go into the studio, we start with the song, which is always just me and a guitar, and then we, transform it essentially and add some more stuff to it and, play with it a little bit. And, 9 times out of 10, I walk out of the studio with something that blows my mind. Like, going from just a guitar and then walking in the studio, come out with something that's, full of energy and full of life and a lot more around it. It's just, we usually spend about a day or 2 in the studio recording that, and then probably another week or so mastering it before we deliver.
Very cool. What do you got? Are you just going to be the one that you're coming up, or do you got a few songs that you'll be recording, or do you normally just do it a song at a time?
Yeah. So at the moment, like, I only started singing less than 2 years ago. So I've always just been the guitarist for like bands or acoustic duos or whatnot. And then all my vocalists moved away. So I was like, well, guess I better do it myself then. So I started teaching myself how to sing and working on that. And basically everyone on Twitch has been on the journey with me. And that's a good thing. Like, performing 3 times a week, 3 hours at a time, that's a lot of practice that I'm getting in, over time. And we actually went back and had a look at some of my past broadcasts 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, a lot has changed, which is testament to, obviously, practice makes perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, can we talk about Twitch a little bit? I feel like that's an area that a lot of musicians aren't really on. It's mostly, so far as far as my knowledge, anyways, been used mostly for streaming video games and that kind of thing. How did you get into the Twitch, and how has that been for you as a musician?
So I started off obviously like you with Twitch. Was just video games for me. So you know, me and my friends play some games together, and we you know, quite often hang around on Twitch as well and watch some other gamers. And one night I happened to just stumble across a music streamer, and we couldn't believe that there was actually musicians on Twitch. And I was like, that makes total sense. Like that's really cool. So I watched a couple of more music streamers, and then actually found that there was a section called Music and Performing Arts. So they actually have a dedicated category for it. And so I opened that up, and my mind was blown. There was, you know, at the time there was probably maybe 15 to 20 live musicians at that time, and they all had, you know, not all of them, a lot of them had viewers of 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 viewers, and I'm just like, okay, rightio. And if people aren't familiar with Twitch, it's like Facebook Live, but there's other ways in which you can make money on Twitch, for instance. So a subscriber, if someone subs to you, that's $5 a month that they pay, and you get $2.50 of that, and Twitch get $2.50 of that. And that's if you reach what they call the affiliate, which is just 50 followers and an average of 3 viewers for a 30-day period, and then you can start making that money. But a lot of musicians actually link their PayPal into their Twitch channel, so that if people want to request songs, it's the same thing as busking, but I call it online busking. So basically, people are coming into my channel and they request songs, but if somebody donates money and with their request, then I take their song and I take it to the top and give them a priority request. And that seems to work very well. You know, and sometimes, like, it's been a long process, that's for sure. It's not something that's happened overnight. You know, at the moment, I'm sitting on about 5,000 followers on Twitch. I'm coming up to, in June, I'll be playing in the Twitch Creative Showcase, which means I'll be on the front page of Twitch from 1st of June to 14th of June. So basically, I'll be looking at probably 1,000 viewers a night.
Wow.
During that fortnight, yeah. So like, there's some really, really great opportunities, but it's definitely something that you build upon over time. It's not something that you can sort of stream and then all of a sudden you're going to have 500 people, because people are very loyal to their musicians as well, which is something that I love about Twitch. So I have a community that come in. So when I hit go live, and by the time I actually start playing music, I'll have 40 to 50 people that are my ride or dies. They're there every stream, you know, like they're coming in and hanging out. So straight away I'll have like that 40 to 50 viewers, and then that just builds up, you know, throughout the night. But it is a fantastic thing. I love it.
So do you do live?
Pardon?
Do you do live events then? Do you do gigs in Albury or anywhere else?
I do. Yep. So I do. The reason I started Twitch essentially was so that I could do live gigs, because I never expected Twitch to do anything, you know, major for me. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to use Twitch as a way to get comfortable performing and singing in front of people, and then utilize that to go play live gigs. And it's kind of turned around the other way around, like where I perform on Twitch like 3 times a week, and then I'll do the occasional live gig at a pub or a venue or a festival or something like that. And it's good because it means that I'm doing it from the comfort of my own home. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. Like, I'm a father and a husband, so, you know, I got a family that I want to spend time with. So if I'm gigging, you know, 3 times a weekend, like, I don't have it sort of takes away from my social life. Whereas on Twitch, it's I can just get up, have something to eat, turn the camera on, play some music, finish up, you know, and it makes it much easier, I think.
Nice. And for anybody who's watching this who wants to find you on Twitch, how do they do that?
So they can go to twitch.tv/CMillerMusic.
Nice.
But there is one bit of news about Twitch that I like, is recently they've actually added a new tab, and that is just a dedicated tab to music. So up the very top, when you go to Twitch, you'll see esports and you'll see music. So if you click music, you'll just see all these live performers from all over the world streaming to, anywhere up to 50 to 100,000 viewers at any given point in time. And
is it very popular now for musicians?
There's definitely a lot more new musicians that have come along, obviously due to COVID, as people are doing it on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that as well. The one thing I would recommend with Twitch, though, is right now is a great opportunity to find out what it's all about, because a lot of musicians obviously aren't gigging because they can't. But I would recommend, if if you're looking to do it on an ongoing basis and going forward, then Twitch is somewhere that you could have that. But if it's something that only is just to fill the void while you're not live performing, then maybe Facebook or Instagram might be the better option, because then you've already got your followers and your following and stuff around your music. Whereas Twitch is, it's like I said, it's something that you've got to build and accumulate and grow and nurture, and treat it like it's live gigging, essentially.
Cool. That's very interesting. That's a whole world I didn't even really know was out there. So I appreciate you giving us all that info on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone else, I think there's going to be a few more musicians joining Twitch now.
Yeah. You want to play us another song here? On just over Facebook, but if you got more music for us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. How about we do? Yeah, we'll do some Kings of Leon. How's that?
Nice.
Stage is yours.
like you. Oh, oh, someone like you. Someone like you. Someone like you. I've been roaming around, always looking down, and all I see
Amazing. I'm shocked that you said you weren't a singer up until very recently.
Last 2 years, probably. Oh, hang on, let me turn that off. There we go. Probably, yeah, last 2 years. I started singing. I started streaming on Twitch in August, and it was about 2018, and it was about 3 or 4 months before then that I actually started like practicing singing. So yeah, it's probably coming up 2 years now.
Wow. What's happened in those 2 years?
Yeah, a lot of singing has happened in those 2 years.
Yeah, a lot of singing. I believe you're the cover of Atomic Magazine and got your Radium Award.
Yeah, which is just here, hanging
How
up on the
about
wall.
Oh, yeah.
Probably can't really see it because of the reflection that's coming off the glass there.
No, we don't know what it is, but yeah, it's there.
But yeah, so I won a Radium Award for my song "Not Crazy," which was a song written about mental health. And yeah, so the Radium Award was basically for a certain amount of sales of the song, and then the song also won Song of the Year for 2019 for Atomic Music also.
Nice.
Very good.
So yeah, I was pretty proud of that one.
And that was what, in the last 6 months too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in it won. I think it was in January that it won 2019. So it was for the 2019, and then once they finished up, then they did the countdown of the top 100 songs through the countdown.
Will you be playing that song for us tonight?
I will be, yes.
Fantastic. Everyone have a listen to it. It really is a good song, actually. Yeah, definitely good.
Thank you. Thanks for the claps there, Julie.
Sorry, mate.
I was just saying thank you to the claps in chat.
Oh.
Once this whole quarantine situation is over, do you got plans for your music, or do you know what's going on after all this?
Well, COVID couldn't have come at a worse time.
Oh yeah,
everyone.
Because for everyone basically. But I've just released a new single, although I was in the process of releasing a new single, and we were getting organised to film a music video. And basically the song, which I'll be playing as well, but basically the song's about dating in the modern world when it comes to like dating apps like Tinder and all those sorts of things. So the idea was that we're going to shoot it in like pubs and clubs and things like that. Obviously that didn't happen, so we might have to film that a little bit later on as well. But yeah, in terms of this year, I'm just really focusing on Twitch this year. The new single that I've released only a week ago. And then I've got, Woman Like Me, which I'll be releasing at some time this year as well. And then I'm thinking maybe 2021 I'll be looking at doing an EP or an album or something along those lines.
Nice.
That'd be good.
That's that sounds like this is some real bad timing for everything that you had lined up though.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a pain, but at the same time, it's also meant that obviously because more people are now at home and they're viewing live streaming, it means that the audiences have increased as well for those sorts of things, for people who do live stream,
right?
Consistently.
Has that made a big difference for you, like viewership wise? Have you seen quite a spike throughout this because everybody's looking for live music from the couch now?
Yeah, so I have definitely seen an increase.
Nice.
I think Twitch itself overall has gained something like 25% increase in viewership over the last 3 months, which is a lot considering the amount of viewership that Twitch already had.
Yeah.
It gets more views than YouTube Live, Facebook, and Instagram Live all combined, essentially.
Wow.
So it gets a lot of viewership. So over the last couple of months, it's gotten a huge increase, which is great for a lot of streamers, and especially musician streamers. That they are noticing an increase, that's for sure.
Nice. There's probably never been a better time to be a video gamer.
Yeah, people have been training for this moment.
Exactly.
So how'd you go about getting your followers on Twitch? Like, obviously, you started with 0 or maybe 1.
Okay, so there are 3 ways essentially. So one is just the same way that you would get viewers on anything else. So you're just grinding, performing. Hopefully, people can find you. Okay. Or you do things on social media that direct people to come to Twitch to come and watch you. And most streamers set up a consistent schedule. So, for instance, mine is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time every week. So people know when I am on, they know that they can tune in and I'm going to be there, even if I don't post on social media and things like that. The other way is there's 2 other ways. So there's they have what they call a raid or a host on Twitch. And what that essentially means is I'll explain it as best as I can. So let's pretend that Jesse here is streaming, and Barry, you're streaming as well, and I'm streaming. So we're all 3 of us are streaming at the same time. Let's say Jesse has 20 viewers. Jesse goes, okay, I'm done. Like, I've had a really long night. Let's find someone else to listen to. And what he might come across my channel and say, oh, Chris sounds okay. Let's raid Chris. So what he does is he can type in a command in his chat, and it'll take all his viewers that are in his channel and put them into mine. So it's essentially like you're watching television and a show finishes and then it just puts you into the next show. So all those viewers are still there watching TV, just a new show has begun. Whereas on something like Facebook or something like that, you can't do that. So your audience disperses once you finish your show, and then they all have to go find something else to watch. Whereas Twitch has got the functionality that you can go, well, oh, if you guys like Jesse can say, oh, if you guys like my music, I think you'll like Chris's music. So I'm going to take all my 20 viewers and I'm going to put them into Chris's channel. And then I get a notification saying Jesse has raided you with 20 people. And I go, oh, hey, Jesse, thanks for the raid. How you going? Blah, blah, blah. Take a look at the song list. My name's Chris. Like, I can introduce myself to his audience, and then they can become part of my audience. And what that ends up happening is a lot of musicians share their communities with each other. So then I might finish streaming and then say, oh, look, Barry's on. And then I take all my viewers, which have some of Jesse's and some of my already established viewers, and then I put them all into Barry's stream. And now Barry's got all my viewers. So basically, you start passing viewers around. So basically, if you're a viewer, you're getting a concert that can go for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because there's always a musician on. You could leave Twitch on, and you will literally just go around to all these different people. And it's a really great networking tool. Because obviously you might find someone new and then say, hey, I haven't heard this person before. Let's have a listen. Take your community in there, have a raid, and then go, guys, that's awesome. Sometimes they will repay the favor as well, which means you get more followers and you get more people coming into your channel. So it's a great networking tool, that's for sure.
That's super cool. I'm gonna have to get on Twitch now. I didn't know that all this stuff was going on over there. I feel like I'm missing out on a big chunk of the internet now that I'm hearing you say all this.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, a lot of people don't know about Twitch, but like they see like a YouTube or a Facebook Live or something like that. And the other great thing about Twitch is it's a platform that's dedicated to streaming. So for instance, Facebook, you can only stream at say like 720p or whatever. The quality on Facebook can sometimes get a little bit dodgy, right? Like, so the audio and the visuals and everything can get, sometimes out of sync, or it speeds up, or, things aren't, Facebook's not designed for it specifically, whereas Twitch is dedicated to live streaming. So the quality that comes in and out of Twitch is, on Twitch's end, it's really good. So as long as the person that's delivering the content, like delivering the audio and everything to Twitch is good, it'll always come nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at this message.
Like a special song for the amazing women who are watching. So remember, the next song is for the girls.
Oh, well, we better not keep waiting. All yours. Yeah, sorry, Chris, it's all yours.
All right. Well, what can we play? Well, what we will do then, we're going to play my newest single called Long Night. And as I alluded to before, Long Night is a song about dating in the modern world. Dating with, dating apps like Tinder and that sort of thing. And people were finding that they were struggling to find real relationships through these apps, and they were sort of falling into the behavior of that all the time, one night stands and things like that. So after those conversations, yes, baby. Yes, baby. My daughter's just coming saying, I want more breakfast. So through some conversations with my single friends and them explaining to me that they couldn't find a real relationship and stuff like that. But this song's man, woman, and fairy tale ending. So guys, I hope you enjoy.
Looks down on her list. She pretends there's power in her hands of swapping her right. It's a God-given gift, but deep inside she's looking for more. Tells herself she won't go to the club. 3 a.m. rolls around, still dancing. Inhibition's gone and drunk. Sun is rising over the hill, and she looks down at her phone. Finds another John Smith, another man on her list. Takes him home. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long day. When this woman awakes in a stranger's bed, you're gonna tiptoe the walk of shame. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long day. Maybe she'll stop a nightclub date to find me love, but not today. No, no, no. Now on this night they were sitting, deliberating to spend time. This pair looked up from their drink and fallen instead into each other's eyes. As they conversed, they told each other how to burst, so they left that place. She picked up a purse after walking blocks, talking loads. They called a cab where they went, and nobody knows. Instead of a one-night stand, they held each other close, told each other secrets nobody knows. Before too long, it became clear they found real love through all the darkness here. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long day. They found something new inside each other's views of love and heartache. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long day. In each other's arms tonight, today, and always. Oh, oh no, no. Ooh, 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 no, no, no.
I got kids surrounding me at the moment. What would you like?
It's good when all the kids are part of the shows.
Okay.
If anybody has any questions as pressing as Chris's children, you can also, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can throw them in the comments and we'll get them in there for them too. How can you tell us about your kids there?
Yes, I've got three little ones. I've got a 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old.
Nice.
And they tend to they're like, oh, Dad's playing music. Run in and hang her out, and I got my son who just walked up and stood there with a Nintendo Switch waiting for me to put the pin into it.
Nice. Are you doing the whole homeschooling thing, or what's the situation with that one down there? Yeah.
Yeah, we're homeschooling at the moment. Kids are not going to school, so I've been working from home because I actually work in finance in my normal 9 to 5 job. So I'm working from home as well as doing some homeschooling and stuff like that. Can get quite difficult, but we're getting through it.
The missus working as well?
Pardon?
Is the missus working, or is she at home?
Nah, she's working as well. She works in disability, so she has to leave the house and go and work with her clients as well. She works in a high needs disability house.
Absolutely. Well, I hope she stays safe.
Yes, yeah, they've been pretty good. They've been highly alert to all the different hygiene that they've got to keep on top of everything. That's for sure.
How's the situation down in Australia right now? We're pretty far into this. Are things getting better? Things getting worse? Are we flattening the curve in Australia?
I believe so. We're flattening the curve. The only thing that they're worried about, obviously, is a second reoccurrence of people going in, breaking the isolation too early, and then just starting it all over again, which is not what everybody wants. That's for sure. So we're trying to. I think everyone's doing pretty well. Everyone's staying pretty well isolated. At first, I think everybody was very, there was images of people down the beaches, and there was thousands of people after, isolation occurred, and everyone sort of did the old Aussie thing and said, what the bloody hell are you doing, mate? Go home. and then so I think everyone's starting to be a little bit more conscious of that fact now.
Yeah, there's Danny rolls now on the shelves. You don't have to go rushing out for them. Yeah,
thank God. We've usually got a little bit of a stockpile, obviously, with a family of 5, but it's just ridiculous.
It was
absolutely insane.
You should write a song about it. You make a heap.
Yeah.
What are you most excited to do once this is all over and quarantine is lifted?
Oh, go and have a couple of beers and a barbecue with some mates. I love my family, but I want to be able to go and just go visit somebody. The fact that I can't just go around to somebody's house and have some dinner there and have a couple of beers or something like that. That's you really do notice it when you can't do those sorts of things.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's gonna have a lot more appreciation for their friends once this is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And get out and jam, get out and play, perform. Jeez.
Absolutely.
And
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I hope all the crowds actually appreciate music now too, like getting out to these gigs.
Absolutely. Can you guys just give me 1 second? My kids are.
Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll just be back in a sec.
It's never a dull moment when we have Aussies aboard.
Oh, so I guess it's me and you for a bit here, Barry.
Yeah, well, we've had one with no pants. Last week we all learned about horses.
Yeah, these Australian ones have definitely been interesting. I appreciate you getting all these artists on here, and especially because if anybody watching, they know that Dropout's pretty much always Canadian stuff, but it's nice, especially during this, to get to hear some music from around the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll just try someone in England next.
Yeah. We got one from the Middle East coming up pretty soon.
The Middle East. Oh, that'll be cool. I'll have to make sure I watch that one now that I have internet.
Yeah. Barry just moved for what can you tell us about your move? How is moving during this? Can you still get supplies on U-Haul and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we still got our truck. We got a 24-foot truck to get all our stuff here. And it was all right. The move was good. We just wiped down everything in the truck from the previous owner and made sure everything was clean as we could, and got it all here. But yeah, the worst part was 7-8 days with no internet whatsoever. So
living like a caveman over there.
That was the struggle. At times like this where you can't go do anything else. Like this is your entertainment. So we couldn't even watch Netflix or anything.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. That would make it so much worse not to have internet because we're doing this quarantine right now. Jeez.
We had a thing called DVDs, so we watched a few of those.
I don't even know what the word you're saying is.
Yeah, right.
DVDs, what are they? Those fossil things that you
those things you put up to scare, you hang them on string or something to scare birds.
There you go.
Those ones, yep, I got you. Yep, I remember them.
All right. Well, since you're back, we're going to play a song before your kids come in.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. We'll give you the stage. Oh.
Give this song a little bit of background before I play this one. So this song's called Not Crazy. The song's written about mental health. In particular, it's written about people that are struggling to talk to their friends and family about how they're coping with certain issues and things going on in their life and feeling like they can't talk to people around them because they'll feel like they'll be judged. Whereas, in my own personal experience, I found that the people around you are there to do nothing but support and help you. And so the chorus to me is very important. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. Hereditary fakeness, please, but I guess that's wishful thinking when it comes to family trees. Sleep has become impossible, occurring in short bursts. Dreams as vivid as my daylight life, but oddly enough doesn't seem to hurt. Emotions never felt, angry myself, breaking all connections. Family, friends are put away on the shelf. Time to pour it all out, surprise myself. Yeah, break them all, cry about it all, not just to myself. And they say to me, in our eyes, no, we believe you're not crazy, just a little sad. And you're not angry, no, just a little mad. And you're not insane, just anxious sometimes lately. I know you're not crazy, just remember that. Just remember that. Chemical balance, too much for my mind, but I guess that's fine. I'm making my push forward, with them behind me, support and patience is key. You ask for help when I need it, even though it doesn't feel like me. I will turn a new leaf, you take inventory, needs and wants, shed all the unnecessary. Learn to accept it and tear down my walls, barriers and traps set to deter them all. They say to me, in our eyes, no, we believe you're not crazy,
You're not angry, no, just a little mad. And you're not insane, just anxious sometimes lately. I know you're not crazy. No, 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 no. Just remember that. Oh, just remember that. Oh, just remember that. Oh, just remember that. Just remember that. Just remember that.
That was amazing. That's a really incredible song there, man.
And that was the song of the year, I take it, and the Radium winner, that song.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, no kidding.
If we're scared of Twitch or other new things, where do we find Chris Miller? You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. So Facebook is just C Miller Music. Instagram is C Miller Music _AU for Australia. And Twitter is C Miller Music _AU as well for Australia.
Cool. And what days you said you're like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays?
Yes, so Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. In Canada, I'm not sure what time that would be. I think that would be very early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Yeah. So it's what? It's like 8, almost 9 o'clock there now, right now.
Yeah, just about to hit 9 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even do that math, but yeah, some crazy time over here then.
Yeah, it's about like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, yes. 5 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. So the time difference for us works out better this way than it does the other.
Yeah. So normally I stream till about 11 p.m. At night.
Wow.
So whatever that means, that would be like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I think. For...
9 o'clock in the morning over here.
Oh, yeah.
You finish.
You do a 4-hour stream 3 times a week?
Yes, anywhere between 3 to 4 hours. It depends on how many people are in my stream and interacting. So it can get pretty crazy at the start. So sometimes my song queue can fill up, very, very quickly, and I can have 30, 40 songs in my queue before I even have the chance to finish a few songs. And then other nights they just come along, in an orderly fashion, so I don't have to stress too much. But yeah, so we just play for as long as I can handle, basically, without hurting myself, obviously.
Nice.
And you read comments too through it, like people can communicate with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one thing I guess people really like about Twitch as well, is because like the chat, for instance, through things like Facebook and YouTube and that isn't exactly live. Like it can be quite a delay sometimes. Whereas Twitch it's almost instant. Like, so if someone puts something in chat, I see it instantly and I can reply within 5-6 seconds. So a lot of people like that, they feel like they're having an individual conversation with the streamer. It makes a huge difference being able to interact with chat.
That's cool. Yeah, I hope people are aware of that. I hope, because it's I've definitely noticed, when somebody writes something, sometimes, it takes a little bit for it to go to Facebook, and then it takes a little bit for it to get to StreamYard. And like I'm sure the people writing it don't realize that, and they're like, hey, why aren't they putting this thing up?
Yeah, it does take a little while. That's one thing that I noticed, because I have done some Facebook Live performances, obviously. And that was one thing I noticed straight away. That was like, oh, I can see I'll ask a question, and then like the reply won't come back for like a whole minute.
Right.
Like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
You get on Facebook, you can watch the last 20 seconds of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Did you have another song for us, or that was
I think I'll have to finish up now.
Cool.
I'm a little bit struggling this morning as well. Then you can also find my music on any streaming platforms as well. So anywhere from Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, SoundCloud, everything. It's Not Crazy, the song that I just played then, and Long Night has also just been released. They're available everywhere.
We should put up a few links out on this video, Jess.
Cool. Yeah, I can do that.
And especially if anyone wants to know more about Twitch, they could probably check you out on one of your socials.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I quite regularly take clips from stream and then use that for social media posts as well. So I'll finish up a stream. That's another cool thing Twitch can do as well. You can actually clip certain little parts. So let's say you see something that you really like, you can clip up to a minute and make just a little short snippet of that stream.
Oh, cool.
So, let's say somebody enjoyed a song I played, they can go, oh, I really like that, and they can clip it, and then it saves in my directory, and people can do some stuff like that. They can also do things like, if you do something funny, like that's most of the time what happens. Like I'll do something funny, and they'll clip it, or I'll say something out of context, and they'll clip it. Like as a bit of a joke,
Put the important bits.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, the song.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. We've come up to our hour. Thanks very, very much for coming on, Chris. I really appreciate it. I know you've given up a lot of time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. And we will follow your progress as you go along and maybe hit you up for another one later on down the track.
Not a problem.
Yeah, and everybody should go find I was just gonna say everybody should go find your Twitch, but it's gonna be playing at 5 a.m. But you should all get up at 5 a.m. and go watch Chris on his Twitch.
I'll tell you now, I reckon in stream I probably have anywhere between probably 10 to 20 Canadians watching.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
All the time. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. A lot of people from the US and a lot of people from EU as well.
Well, the people from Vancouver have probably got a little bit better. I don't know, maybe worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it depends which part of Canada you're in.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm going to jump in there. I'll chat with some of the other Canadians in there then.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, thanks very much. Just hold on there, Chris, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Yeah, thanks very much. And thanks, Jess, for coming on board again and all the questions. And thank you, everyone that actually came in and checked Chris out. And I hope you get onto Twitch and check him out some more. Thank you all.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.